I internally died inside because I don't want to do fucking animes all the time, but they're the ones that are making me money, and so I'm like, God fucking damn it.
It's like yes, you're doing your hobby and you're making money from your hobby, but it's a matter of now you're focusing on audience that you kind of don't want to do all the time. It's like, yes, I kind of want to do anime and get money, but I'm a furry. But, you know, kind of collides with that.
Audio peeking.
It's okay.
Just do
Compromises.
furry anime then.
Yeah, just do for anime.
Furry anime.
Like Hash.
Anyways.
This guy.
Hello.
This guy.
Sorry. Good
Oh
morning.
Jesus.
Hey Ash.
This audio is so
Have you seen
loud louder.
Have you seen like people like that can't speak English and then they say what's it? I want to have facial. And I just laugh.
It must be a translation thing with
Let's see. Okay,
Korean.
this should now work a lot better.
Face tracking.
Then there's people that completely misspelled tracking. They completely
Alright.
misspelled it. Things
Hello,
truly-
welcome back to CBstream.
Yeah, they completely misspelled tracking.
They don't
I'm like,
currently
what are
don't
you
hear me. I'm
doing?
still setting up stuff.
You killed me. I'm dead.
Yes, I speak English.
Someone's foot really likes to.
English.
I've been trying to
Why?
solve this. I know.
Where's
This
my
is the
keyboard?
only day that I actually had this like interference.
Mine
problems.
fucking
This is the
does
only
that
day.
too.
I don't know how to fix it. I'm like, oh my god, be consistent. Please. The interference problems. Like, this is the only day I actually had problems where my leg and my hips just wander off. This is the only day. I don't know.
What were you doing, cutie?
I don't know how to fix
No
it.
worries.
I
I
could
mean,
try
my
to remember you,
solution is
you
just
know.
not putting on like
I had the idea. I heard the idea
Dead.
from somewhere else. And I knew the guy who hanged out at the VRChat feast.
Oh, it was apparently inside the tail.
At the St. Lee's
Oh,
rally.
you
I
did.
just messaged him, but it was like,
I got it.
yo, that'd be cool if you can make it as possible, and he was down there. So it's
Yes.
mainly his model. I didn't do. I only did the shapes on there.
Jesus, and why is my second monitor not broken?
Time where I switched to Connect for a
I'm
bit.
happy.
because at the
I'm
very
happy that
least,
that it seems
I
to have,
knew-
have quite a bit of attraction.
Machines!
Yeah. Have you tried what's it?
There we go.
FBE, full body estimation? I think people have been using it recently.
I didn't need VR with this.
Alright, perfect. And I should be live.
I'm not the most
Wait.
impressed.
Wait.
What are you using then?
It's not the best, is it? Like,
To get
sometimes
the
it
tracking
fucks up,
going.
No, I
like
mean,
kicks your leg
hold
for
up.
some reason. Or like, it makes your
Hold
leg
on, I'll go
still,
into the
and then
Zuck.
you still
You'll figure it
move
out.
like a statue. Like,
Oh.
I mean, it's
There
not
we
that
go.
they have
Though it
anything.
did make
Perfect.
me-
Using
It did
your
make me fully aware of
iPhone?
just how shitty our
data
games
over?
game.
Monies!
No. I'm
Yeah, you
using
notice,
the
like,
VR
it's,
headset.
wow, they improved it for, like, what's it,
Huh?
IK 2.0, and then it's like, okay, well, it didn't
I
really...
am using
Ah,
the VR
yes.
headset.
Except my body still
Wait.
fucking does this shit.
Why does it think I'm constantly looking downwards? I think I have to recalibrate.
Yeah.
Hello, Frimpy. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
I fix the body
Oh, and-
tilting
I didn't know
with
that
the
was
head.
even
What the
possible.
Add the Twitch logo to the arm.
Yeah, that part I
didn't know you could use a controller?
So why they're not doing it, actually.
I knew
Yeah, there we go.
I could on desktop. I didn't know I could use it in VR. I didn't know that worked. So I've never been in a situation where that was the case.
Okay, that might just be the avatar.
Actually, I use it sometimes when I
Build full body
use
cobalt.
How much
Didn't
points you get?
Don't see that up this often.
Listen, my leg is just having a good day.
Those elbows. Okay.
Also, I don't exactly think you need to care to the weebs when we kind of know how to do shit
8.
ourselves.
Okay. I can't count. I'm
True.
returning. That's why I'm returning them a year.
Like, wow, this VTuber knows how to do AR kit blend shapes. I wanna, you know, I wanna learn from them. Like,
here's
I
my-
mean, you can just learn from us.
Here's my case in point.
Oh, did you commission someone for that? In this case.
Oh fuck, I forgot to do the mouth shapes. Or did I?
Bro.
Yeah, I forgot to do the mouth
Bro.
shapes. Fuck.
Were you trying to like
That is
set
an
up a
oversight.
JoJo avatar? Fuck yeah.
I actually managed to forget to set up the mouse on.
Ah, in
I feel so
Unity.
stupid.
Oops.
Yeah, I forgot to
Oopsie.
set it up in Unity. Like the
Ah,
shapes
that
are
would-
there, but I didn't set it up in Unity.
All right,
Wow.
the template. Why not use
Yeah,
advertisement?
that's.
Well, I know they are templates, but here's the
My
thing.
new setup uses VRC Fury. It automatically adds it to your animators. It's
Magic.
great.
Advertisement.
VRC Fury is really nice.
Other people make templates and make avatars with already face tracking animation controllers. Me just does the whole thing from scratch.
You just does it manually. Like, yeah, okay, but what a fucking Chad. Jesus
I
Christ.
think this.
Well, I used all the animations that Rantus made for the V3, but I just made the animation controller completely from scratch because I'm stupid.
Are you using your Quest 2?
No.
Yes.
Yep, it works.
Learning the manual way.
Can I? Where's your other headset?
Nanachis
Oh, you're still
V3.
moving. Okay,
In
never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. Oh.
What?
Get in boxes.
Why you're?
Have you seen the Easter egg on the
Where's your modded?
like credits
moving, that's-
thing in the head on Varjo TV3?
Okay. Well, you know, if
I
your- if
posted
your
it in
modded
the
Vive
Discord.
Gets missing. It's not me. I hope. I will steal it. I promise.
Once I
Are you
RMA
on the
my
Varjo?
first Quest,
No.
I'm on my second Quest Pro right now.
I'm
I
from the
have two
LPT
Quest
Discord.
Pros right now.
Oh,
because
hey.
The first
Hello,
one's
hello.
fucking bricked right now. I'm right now RMAing it.
Oh, there.
What
Yeah,
happened to it?
did you ever figure that out, or is it just completely
No,
dead?
it's fucking bricked. I have to
Let me
RMA
see if
it.
I can
It's
actually
fucking
demonstrate
bricked.
it for you guys on stream. So, oh. There's this little credit
something
square
broke the
in the head.
communication on it. It will not sync because
Oh my God, hey.
for some odd stupid reason, Meta requires you to use your phone, and it will
Yeah,
not connect to your
it's
controllers.
clearly
It,
retarded.
There's a bun bun.
it will not
Overlaid
it
on
will
the card?
not do initialization if you do not have a phone.
And I don't know why it
And
makes
it's
me look
somehow
all
fucking
down all the
broken.
time.
Automatically. I do not recommend anything.
Thankfully, it's
did it,
within
like,
warranty,
corrupt
so
during-
My shader seems to have fucked it.
corrupted-
Well, you can just look into my head. I don't mind.
Corrupted,
my boy
with the
out.
factory reset.
Get the boy out. Oh, the Among Us.
Ears are huge.
Yeah.
Middle moment.
I'm all the way.
See what I mean?
Really, really broken. So, I learned my lesson.
Just throw it away.
So,
Did you?
no, I have. Fuck you.
Very empty. Lots of rooms.
For
a brain. Yes, big brain. This is big brain moment.
Jerry, you gotta mod device, bro.
That's all your fault.
You gotta mod it.
I fucking gave my Quest. I gave my Quest
Can
Pro
you
to Drisha.
fucking make the wireless
Whoops.
work?
Got you.
No, that's unmoddable.
I don't know.
Yes.
I,
Wireless is-
I
Yes.
prefer
Buzz.
this. I tried a
do
Quest
you
Pro,
mean?
and
The
it's not a
wireless-
big
No
enough
thought,
step
just
to warrant
that.
spending
It can
over
work.
$1,000 on
The
it.
problem with wireless
which one
is you
do
need
you
it
have again? The Vive Pro?
to
Vive Pro,
your
yeah.
motherboard needs a direct
good ones.
CPU link
I'm
to
running
the
different speakers and a different mic.
wireless.
Yeah,
like,
I was
module
wireless for a
that you
while,
plug
but
in.
my adapter broke, so I quit.
Yeah. I mean, the only good approach to a Vive Pro is to
The-
take it apart.
You know when
First step, you take it
your
apart and
CPU
remove
lanes,
the bad stuff.
your
That's the
processor,
first thing.
usually
Yeah.
they
First
have
step,
20
Only
lanes.
this avatar.
16
True.
of them go to the
I'm a very audio-driven
PCIe
person.
X16 slot
The
for the
stock
graphics
speakers
card.
actually, like,
The
I
other
could not
4
use
of
it.
It's
them
garbage.
usually go
It
to
was
an
completely
M.2.
unusable.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
just that one
No.
avatar for some
On the
reason.
older Intel
Oh, and this one is
platforms
like
that the wireless was
the
designed
Glow
bars
party.
with the index
it
3D printed on the
actually
side of it.
uses a
Well, now it's
Well,
fixed.
yeah.
the
Weird.
Oh my god.
the old
It's not even
Intel
expensive.
processors have 24
It's like
lanes.
10,
It's
So the PCIe
12 bucks
slots
for both of them.
that you
Yeah.
plug it
People
in,
do it on the
just
Varjo, but I
equal
haven't seen
to
people do it
have
on
a
the
direct
Pro.
link
On the Vario?
to
Really?
You and the Vario then?
What?
Instead of
Do you like
going
solder?
through the
You're
motherboard
telling me that
chipset,
$2,000
no.
piece of shit doesn't have good
The
speakers?
reason
Audio-
the wireless breaks for like
Audio
is
jack,
audio
because
jack.
they plug it into any
Who needs to build an audio solution if you have a good audio headset?
through the chipset, then to the CPU.
I have my
Because
Varjo
I
here,
hate
like,
wearing
yeah.
massive
Chipset,
bulks of things on my
CPU
head.
Listen,
link,
I'm
yeah,
carrying my
then
Varjo right now.
the
Why
USB
does it not have a
out,
speaker?
causes the FT to disconnect randomly.
Why does it have a speaker?
I don't know, honestly,
It's on the Vario.
honestly, I prefer the approach of not including audio than to include garbage audio.
And the CPU.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
thanks.
true,
Just
actually.
do what Valve did and just include really good audio.
Thanks.
Right off
Didn't
the start.
Vario include what's it? Those just the shitty little
They include little earbuds.
No.
And fun fact, for the for the later units that they shipped, they included like a custom length cable with like some audiophile earbuds.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The first units that they shipped was literally just $8 off-the-shelf earbuds from like China.
I actually noticed Drisha gave me the earbuds, and it's like when I press on it, I hear crackling like from the actual speakers like itself.
Are they?
Yes, quality.
What are they? UISI branded? Like UIISII?
think
Yeah, then it's a
so, yeah.
then it's a then it's a first batch unit.
After 6 hours, the battery dies, and you have to.
Drisha brought this Varjo like what's it, a year ago, so that's probably why. It probably is the first unit.
Yeah,
I should get
yeah,
another wireless
exactly.
adapter.
True.
The wireless, it
The
generally
power
works,
port
but
went out.
you have
Oh,
to plug
Jesus.
it into
When you bump the cable, it would just disconnect. It was violently irritating.
It's
If
Aw,
they actually fucking said that.
that
Just use
sucks.
that on your wireless Vive Pro. You know.
It was very irritating. I never even unplugged that connection. I don't know why the fuck it went down.
You know, use the opportunity and make it USB-C.
Not trying to be a
Not true.
legend, but have it
No,
all
they don't do
one
that. Not even the Varjo.
USB shit. Yeah,
They don't
just
do that
fucking
either.
works. It's less.
What?
You do realize that the wireless adapter was designed in like 2017?
But
You know, there are adapters from USB-C to like
That's cute. I like that.
USB-C power boards.
Do you know how common USB-C was in 2017?
I know, exactly. Later units actually came with like a USB-C battery bank. And I think the reason they did it is because the LCD-based headsets require more power.
Buff enough.
So the USB-C power brick just has more
It's
power.
still a different battery bank. It's still the same exact adapter.
I know, I know,
Never changed the
I know.
adapter.
From your chest up.
That's why it has so many issues doing like a modern headset stuff, because it was designed to be used with the original Vive. It was never designed to do this.
Well, it was actually designed with the Vive Pro 1 in mind, but nothing else.
Oh, yeah, the fucking template.
You have to.
Yeah, I'm still the only person. Like,
It doesn't have the transmitter, so it's basically a receiver, but it has a transmitter built in for like light loads, which
For USB.
when you run like the face and the mouth tracking. That's
Yeah.
why it's not great.
Yeah, it's
It was
intended.
never designed to handle that much of a data output.
It's basically intended to just handle, like on the return channel, just the USB data from generated by the headset itself.
If you use it with like just a Pro or just a normal Vive, it actually works fine. And to be honest, when I got all the kinks worked out of mine, it works excellent until the cable went out, or the cable connection.
Fun fact, or at least on my Vive Pro, when I'm using like a headphone jack adapter so I can use my own headphones. What is funny is it was super unstable if I left the speakers from the Vive Pro enabled in the sound control panel, but as soon as I disabled them,
No, it's fine.
all the instability
There's
gone.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's cool.
That's why I relied on you.
I never thought about that.
Even though the audio is supposed to be sent over DisplayPort, so I don't know how that works.
Without the templates, like,
not perfect.
initially.
Once,
Without any templates. So I'm like, okay, no,
our
fuck this.
savior, Gaben, comes with a headset that has basic
give up. I tried to give up the
I
first
will
try.
fucking drop meta
Wait.
like a fucking lead brick.
Oh Jesus.
How long are you waiting till Half-Life 3 comes
Nope.
out?
Cry.
Jesus, you move really fast here.
That's why I have to do the fucking hell of meta.
returned it, and I didn't even try to use eye tracking. I don't know why I'm in a the game that's going to be bundled with the headset, so you get both of them together. And now
It would actually be kind of funny, like when Valve announces a new headset, to just
Cutie.
go and buy like a Quest 2 and then just drive over it with your car.
No, you.
Oh man.
No, you.
Well, to be honest,
No, you.
Quest Pro. Okay, I might sound like Legend, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
but the
it-
Quest
I don't know.
Pro is the most
wireless-
convenient method to go
I've
inside for
probably
face
dug
tracking.
more into the wireless files than most people. It is really, it just barely
Get out of
Wait.
scrapes by. I've
Nope.
actually contacted the company that makes the
Where's the shield?
encode
Where
and
is it?
decode chips for the wireless.
right.
Figure out display link. They're the people who made like the chip. Correct. And it's actually interesting. They have a newer display link chip that uses the same. It's the same protocol, but a lot more throughput that they're using for like wireless Thunderbird docks. So you could wirelessly connect from your
literally
like your
there.
laptop
It was
to
perfectly
a
in your face,
desktop,
by the way.
like it's nothing. But so
Yeah.
far, at least from what I've heard, they have not
yeah.
actually had any commercial partners. So like nobody's wanted to buy it, which means that if HTC is making a wireless too, which
Oh, so the worst.
I still don't know if they are,
Okay.
but they're not going to be using the Synaptics chip. It's going to be something else.
I love the Quest Pro. It's the best.
Yeah.
Wasn't it that the Vive Wireless?
Research into the Y gig for Pimax.
And I wish there was
their
more
next
options,
gen,
like for stuff,
headsets.
but yeah, it's still really
And
niche.
Does the Counting 4, at least, like 4 companies that still, you know.
What can I disclose about it?
Still do face tracking headsets. But the thing is, it's so little.
It's
because it's so niche. It's still a niche.
Yeah.
It's smoking mirrors.
Explains
Exactly,
everything.
yeah.
Literally just telling me
Very cool headsets, really cool features. And then one more, it's
for
like,
their eye tracking.
yeah, face tracking, but like
Same
really
goes
bad,
for their
really
YGig.
bad,
They're not
features overall.
developing their own YGig solution. They're
Like
just
the Vive Pro
offloading
I.
it to a third party. And that third party
is just
from
the
my research.
There's a lower part of me that wants to get one,
yeah,
but
but
I'm
what I'd
still
be
gonna
more
wait for like
concerned
a
about
native,
is
a native
what
eye track headset.
SoC they're using
Yeah,
on
like,
the either headset or
Yeah,
adapter.
'cause it's still,
if
it's
it's a
still like
separate
4-year-old
device.
like specs.
Because that's what's
and
going to limit the
no
performance more than YGig.
Yeah.
The YGig, at least if
Like,
they're using
I'm
YGig 2, I really hope
the second
that the
something
rumors
comes
that
out,
they're
I'm
using
gonna be
YGig
so
1
disappointed, and it
actually
doesn't feel like it's
happening.
gonna be.
That would be really.
It's gonna be in not too long.
No, I've been doing the research into
Stop
all
with the
this.
Jerry shake.
They are using YGig 1, so they're limited to 4 gigabits of bandwidth. They are using
What's the resolution over that?
It's probably gonna be similar to how the Vive wireless adapter works on the Vive Pro 2.
as their YGig supplier.
I love it.
So Peak2 is who they're working with.
Yes.
YGig.
Dude, you get the model from somewhere.
They have confirmed that they're not using the display compression.
I think it's from
They're not using DSC?
What's that game that Disney
Yeah,
made?
Vive Pro 2, exactly.
I think it's
Kingdom Hearts.
I love that you're using yours as a doorstop.
I don't know if I want to say what the resolution and refresh rate they're running at.
Really?
Yeah.
It's. Can you say what the wireless is capable of doing
Yesterday,
maximum?
I was watching Cars, and I was like, wait, wouldn't it be cool if like there was like a thing, but like
You're
getting
limited to gigabits of
that
bandwidth.
might be maybe like just
Right, but like
maybe try to keep it as a secretive.
Redeeming quality
They're not.
is
They're
the
not doing
panels
USB
because it's Disney. They want to
and
make
tracking.
display link.
Exactly, yeah. The panels are actually pretty good, it's just that the software limits them to essentially, you know, a blurry mess. Yeah.
Not doing that.
The lenses are like the...
It is.
I stand by when I say that the lenses in Vive Pro 2 are some of the worst ever in a VR headset.
It is micro HDMI port on top of the headset.
Worst lens I've used. Exactly. And I've used a lot of
They claim it's
headsets.
a custom. They claim it's a custom port, so they might be doing a custom pinout, like sending.
Oh my, for me it's
They
been
might
more
be
than
using
8
their
headsets.
port,
It's on your chest. by
as
the way, the
micro
eye's on your
HDMI,
chest.
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
different data lines, power, and stuff like that.
Like, I would argue that maybe the lenses on the original Rift CV1 in some situations can be worse, but I think the OLED actually highlights the glare a lot more than LCDs would.
Over the cable or power
But at least the
interference.
CV1 doesn't have any internal reflections like the Vive Pro 2 has.
What happened to Jerry?
Yeah, exactly. I would say the lenses on the original Vive Pro 1 are kinda on par with what you have on like the Quest 2. It's just because it's OLED, it highlights the glare a little bit more.
Fuzzy, look at me, I'm fuzzy.
You need to give
You're not going to get the refresh rate and the resolution you want. I know that for a fact.
He really likes
I'm hoping that it's better than what the specs say due to the fact that
The lenses on the Index are okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Foveated rendering. Foveated transport.
They, yeah, I would also only say they're like mid. They're not the worst. Those are definitely the Vive Pro 2 lenses. But
Really, the X lenses are really bad.
yeah,
I
I feel like the Index was originally designed with the pancake optic stack in mind, and then they noticed, oh, we cannot do that. The text is just not there yet. And so they switched to Fresnel optic stack. But obviously, yeah.
Use the same hardware, so yeah.
I didn't really
Dual elements.
have anything groundbreaking.
Yeah, I would say dual element lenses in VR only work if you have clear lenses, like what you have in Pancake or aspheric lenses. But they do not work with Fresnel lenses.
With the first gen.
Sorry, Fresnel. You don't pronounce VS.
It's gonna be like, you know, another 4 years, but that's what I'm more excited for.
I actually just noticed I
It's
fired up
We'll have completely different headsets by then.
Mr. Krabs the most.
the string board to
You
have
just
music,
won't
but I didn't use it to play music.
There's no way that nobody enters in the market with
My ears.
Money.
You're mine now.
competition replacement.
Your ears are mine.
They've been saying this, if it's so easy, but like nobody's managed to do it. Had their universal solution.
Even looking at the lenses, you can tell they're full of
They
reflection.
couldn't even bring
Yeah.
the product to market.
Well, at least the Vive Pro 2 lenses are, because there's a literal air gap between the two lens elements. So you can actually see that gap through, well,
So,
by looking at
when
them.
they started the development of the Nofio adapter, I don't think Wi-Fi 6E was
I don't know
fully
what it
certified
is,
yet.
but it feels
Which
like
is
no matter what you do,
Correct, but it's also just general
the Vive Pro
mismanagement
2
of
feels
the
like
company.
the IPD is wrong.
And I only
That is because of a bad stereoscopic overlap.
that is made by another company that has been ready for many months and is already for sale.
Yeah, it's really bad, yeah.
Said other company and has been for 3 months already, and they still have not shipped me my
Unfortunately,
unit.
Quest Pro has
I'm Squidward.
bad overlap too. I don't know, the overlap on the Quest Pro is a lot better than on the Vive Pro 2. I feel like the wider of the FOV you do, the more you will notice the not perfect stereoscopic overlap, because you will have more FOV outwards, but not more FOV inwards.
It's not.
The Pimax, I think, was one of the worst in that regards. Even though it had very similar inside, very similar FOV towards the inside as other headsets, it felt a lot worse because of how wide the outer FOV is.
It'll have artifacts pop up here and there. It's not a stable solution. It can do 120, but I mean that's what they originally said would be like the absolute max. it
Very
could do.
sensitive
I
to
don't
bad
see them putting it onto other headsets
overlap.
like they claim if it can't even do
The
the
Pro Eye
144. There's no
is
way
a delight for me.
Pro
Oh
2
yeah,
or anything higher res.
the Vive, the original Vive and the Vive Pro 1 were I think it was like 98% stereoscopic overlap. It's a lot better than any, it's I think like one of the best out of all headsets ever made. Even the CV1 has worse overlap.
By the time they do that, the market for the original product is already going to be dead.
100 and something thousand polygon free avatar.
Yeah, about 88%.
I forgot exactly how many it is. It's actually 4.
I squished my face. Right.
It is.
Oh yeah. I can't really do that because lens inserts, but I found that putting in lens inserts actually improves my FOV slightly. I don't know how the math behind that works, but it does. Like, the Varjo without the lens inserts, I get like slightly under 100, I think like 98 in terms of width. But adding the lens inserts, I get up to 104.
It's like 4 avatars, right? Hold on. It's
A year later.
It's kind of funny. Let me.
A lot of things seem to be delayed.
I know there are tools that measure like the
stuff at the moment.
yeah WIM FOV. I haven't used that tool yet.
Why? But you know, it's happening. From almost all companies, really.
On the Vive Pro? Ah, okay.
There's 4 avatars here, and it's like 200.
Well, I'm using the RV test tool, which probably isn't the best to test your FOV.
They're all just original size.
I have a narrow IPD. Yeah, I have a pretty,
Like a couple months after
let me
when
see
you
here,
do
not
it.
the VR FOV. So, on the Aero with inserts, I get 82 horizontal, 104 wide, and for you to compare, on the Vive Pro 1, I get 100 vertical, and 98 horizontal. I have an IPD of 67 millimeters, so
Is it gonna work on any
that
other
would
headsets?
probably help a
Because
little
you
bit
can
with
move on
horizontal
with the
FOV
index.
as
I've
well.
already moved on from the index, so
Yeah,
Best I could
definitely.
get with the
Yeah.
thinnest
I
pads
see that. It's possible,
and everything.
but I don't know. Like the screen, for example, the big screen beyond.
It's 98 each, yeah.
They use
My I have a big benefit is because I need to fit in glasses or lens inserts. I can always use the comfort pads, or I have to use the comfort pads because otherwise my eyes would be just, you know, pressed into the lenses and be very uncomfortable.
Native res on the beyond.
Got a tip from somebody about using a spacer at the bottom
No, they're not
to
doing
make
compression.
more
Well, they
nose
are doing
room.
compression, but
Oh, but that's gonna put the lenses at...
unless you want to run 70
But that would put the lenses at an angle, actually.
yeah, if you get native resolution,
Which you do not want. That's the reason. That's the number one reason why I recommend. It's not bad. Okay.
Yeah. They probably at that point should have just done 2 cables.
Wait, let me just put.
It would have been superior.
it would have made the headset worse.
Let me just turn on ear mode real
That
quick.
wasn't their goal.
Switch it down to like 1 meter. It's not bad, but it gives my nose enough room. Okay, yeah, 3 millimeters. I know that the number one reason why people didn't recommend the Cosmos and why I wouldn't recommend the Cosmos is because of its hinge mechanism. It wears out really quickly, at least to a point where the headset no longer like gets pressed at the bottom into your face, and so it pretty much automatically sits at an angle.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, just glue the hinge in place, exactly. But still, even if you glue it in place, it doesn't guarantee that it's like perfectly straight. Useless ass hinge, exactly. And all it does is put the headset at an angle, and so you get like a focus gradient. So at the top it's out of focus because, you know, Fresnel lenses. Then it goes it's kind of sharp, like not in the center but slightly above. And from there on out it just goes really, really blurry.
Push everything out to make it as small and lightweight as possible. And what you're talking about just adds weight and size.
My whole FOV is pretty good, besides the usual clarity fall off from Fresnel lenses. Yeah. For me, it's pretty much like the entire only like the outermost sliver is out of focus, but I have that with every headset because the lens inserts, the outer edge usually is a little bit shoveled off, so that the lens is a little bit flatter, but it makes the outermost that it causes like a blurry border in a sense around the lens.
But I'm waiting for iTrack VR to do their...
And obviously, at the edges of the FOV, the chromatic aberration is kind of whack, but that's just aspheric optics. Notice on the Quartz Pro, the edges are dark. Yeah, they're really dark, and also if you like really pay attention to it on a solid white color or on a solid white screen, you will also notice that they are not only dark, but they also have like this brownish tint to them. It's like a vignette, exactly. And I think the Pico 4 also had that, but not to that degree. So I think it's just a trade-off of either you get internal reflections or you get this vignette. Yeah, it's a pancake thing. Like, that's why I say there's no perfect optics deck. Every optics has their trade-offs. Fresnel lens is very cheap, very flat, very efficient, but you get a rather small sweet spot. I think Pancake is a stopgap and won't last due to the drawbacks. One of the big benefits that you have with Pancake, and you have to keep this in mind, is you can build the optics deck shockingly thin. Like, their magnification level too. Yeah, there are headsets where the optics deck, there were experimental headsets with Pancake optics, where the optics deck was literally as thick as an aspheric lens from from like the Gear VR. That's how thin you can make a pancake optics stack. They can be made surprisingly thin. And so that's why I think pancake optics won't go away. But every lens system, every lens has its ups and downs. Aspheric optics, which is what VR started out with, they have really, really good clarity. But good luck trying to keep the chromatic aberrations under control, the chromatic and geometric distortions under control. Exactly. Geometric and chromatic distortions, you can also say. Fresnel lenses, really thin, really cheap, and really easy to, you know, generate the distortion profile for. But the problem obviously is, well, long focal length, so you have that both with aspherics and with Fresnel lenses. Fresnel lenses then obviously have a problem with a very small sweet spot. And pancake optics, well, they don't have much chromatic distortions, but they have lots of, they have some geometric distortions, which is very unpredictable over the FOV. It's not just, you know, the further out you go, the more it's like fanned out. No, it's just, it can be very wavy, like what you see on the Pico 4. And obviously you have that vignette, and you have a trade-off. Either you have more internal reflections, or you have more of a vignetting effect. And also, obviously, the more you try to reduce the internal reflections, the less efficient the optics stack becomes. Dentex says the Pico 4 makes him nauseous. I didn't share that feeling, but what I definitely could tell is the waviness is very noticeable. Like, some people say it's like, oh, it's not a big problem, but I feel like a very gentle curve, like what you have with aspheric lenses, is a lot less noticeable than a line is a wave. Yeah, it would bug me as well. Like, if I look at this, for me it looks pretty straight. If I focus on it a little bit more, I can see, okay, it's a little bit bent upwards, so my headset probably slipped down a little bit. You know, the index pixel overdrive issue. Vertical LCD issue. Oh, that is just an LCD thing. LCDs have to do pixel inversions, otherwise you are going to get like ghost images. Yeah, exactly. That is a pixel overdrive. That is a pixel inversion issue. So you have to invert the pixels on LCDs. You have to invert pixels on LCD. Let me explain for a second. You have to invert the pixels on LCDs, otherwise you will get ghost images. And the way there are different techniques of how you do the pixel inversions. The panels in the index, they do column based pixel inversion. So every other column has an inverted voltage. But the problem is that pixels respond differently whether you apply a positive or negative voltage.
Oh, okay.
And usually, with higher quality, and usually this is calibrated to a degree that, you know, in a normal use case, you wouldn't notice it. The problem is, in VR, those pixels get blown up so much, and because the panel is fixed to your eyes, those pixel inversion, like those tiny pixel inversion issues that you wouldn't normally notice on a normal desktop monitor, start to become noticeable in VR. And a lot of people, it bugs really badly. Normally, a panel, like a panel controller does allow you to adjust those values, but normally those are adjusted at a factory and then fused off, so you can no longer adjust them. Because why would you, right? The Valve did the forward thinking thing and actually exposed those control lines to the software, so they could adjust it on the fly with firmware update if they needed to. And because a lot of people bugged it so much and they noticed that it wasn't like a one-size-fits-all would be possible, what they ended up doing is they just exposed the controls for these lines. It has a slider in SteamVR, exactly, and one per each eye because every panel has different values. For example, on my index, I know for one panel I need to use like -10, and for the other one I need to like use like -5. I could never get it perfect. I prefer exactly. But the thing is, like I said, it's an LCD thing. Every LCD panel has it to some degree, and in fact, on my Aero, I do notice it ever so slightly. It's like barely there.
So I'm guessing you've tried on Pimaxes before, many different
None of
ones.
the index more annoying to me. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's an LCD thing. Every LCD-based VR headset has it. It's just that on the index you can adjust it, and if you're lucky, you can actually adjust it to a point where you no longer notice it. Like I said, on my Varjo, I barely notice it. It's more like, you know, if I, like sometimes if I like just slowly move my head, sometimes I notice it. Need more than 10 on my index, only goes to 10. The problem is, you can only adjust it so much. Because at some point, because at some point, you're basically going to burn off the pixels, or the transistors controlling the pixels. So you can only adjust the voltage by so much. Varies by temperature too. Yep, that as well.
15-20 hours on that one. And then my new 8KX.
Yep.
I've probably put about 290 hours on that headset.
It's just an LCD thing, like I said.
Okay.
There are actually some people who notice the pixel inversion on their desktop LCDs as well. It's super funky.
Or two or something. And so I got the new model and I just stopped using the old one because the new one was just better in every way.
Cool.
Kind of.
I mean, Pimaxes have this wide sort of a display, you know, like you're putting it on, and there's this
Oh,
wide
actually, I just
display.
noticed I didn't put a
Other headsets don't have. They
message
have,
in
like,
my
two
Discord.
lenses.
Probably should
The
just do
Pimax only
a
has,
quick
like,
ping.
one,
Where's Discord?
straight lens. What would you say is the difference, or is there are there any differences noticeable in these little changes of the lenses?
So are you asking how does it compare to a regular VR lens?
Well, yeah, since the display of this, or the lens of this Pimax is just basically one lens, right?
Yeah,
There's no in
stretched
between
out.
that is basically black. Exactly, and like the other headsets, like the HTC Vive, old generation, only has like two lenses, right? And it has this sort of a black little stripe going through the middle, right? Do you experience any differences if you try on, like, for example, an HTC old generation and Nanachis that has this wide stretched lens? Like, do you notice anything in your vision that differs a lot? Makes it a big difference?
So, not really. With the Pimax lens, obviously they have a distortion profile that tries to eliminate as much distortion on the lens. So when you put it on, it's a pretty consistent image.
Alright, there we go.
Way left to right. Until you get to the last 20%.
Actually, just out of
the FOV.
fan, very nice, boiling to death right now. Yeah, I've actually built my own custom fan. I just on my old NZXT Kraken cooler, I replaced the two included fans with Noctua fans. And so obviously I had those two NZXT fans over, and what I did is I just zip-tied them to a hard drive, and I'm using an Arduino Uno that I had for a previous project still laying around as a fan controller in a sense. For self-aiming fans using a camera and Raspberry Pi. Oh, that would be a really cool idea. The problem is I'm not that crafty, so just zip-tying a bunch of fans to a to like a hard drive was a much easier thing. Like, I'm not using that hard drive anyway, so might as well use it as a weight down for a fan. Problem is the fan is like on my desk right now, sitting on a speaker, blowing away air for like sitting at my desk, but obviously I'm not sitting at my desk right now. You're going to ask me something a second ago. Was I? Oh, right. You do have a Nanachis V3, right? Or is that a V2? Okay. So I assume then you just took the pans from the VD on the V2 and you just moved them over in Blender.
So what I sort of got from you was about the Pimax.
Pulled all the clothes
Just very simple.
and fixed
To the right, you don't
the weights
see a
for
single line.
the V3. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because you know, I checked the V3 model when I started working on this. I was like, oh, there's no VD in here. You want them? I mean, if you're willing to share, wouldn't mind.
Between the lenses. Like, for example, you have two
Would be
lenses.
greatly appreciated. I mean, not like I couldn't do it myself, but makes it a lot easier. These are a bit all over in quality. Completely redid the UVs and modified the sweater, the UVs for the shirt, and trousers are touched.
Ah, okay. Because I'm not as
Tank
familiar
top
with Pimax headsets.
was moved. Ah. See, I would probably only go for, I would probably only use the pants because I'm not usually the kind of guy to put tops on avatars.
No, it's all good. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I'm not as familiar with Pimax headsets. And,
Free the nipples. Oh, hi Muts. Hello, hello. Banana! Well, I mean,
Communal water we all can just kind of drink of. Can I just kind of sip of that?
don't fall off the table.
I hope that wasn't the spit cup. I keep doing that.
Okay. So apparently all of a sudden... Oh, that's a Pimax user.
Beans infused. Fucking.
So essentially,
From any of
do
these.
you see the images like the X tile back there? Towards the back left.
Pimax, right?
Jeez, there are a lot of Pimax headsets there.
Hold on.
Like, that's the... Fairy water, you're not infected.
Uh-oh.
That one.
I don't know if you're referring to the X
Oh
tile
no.
or the
Is
star.
there, do you have the remedy?
Or something like.
Is there not...
There's the.
Furry potion.
Yeah.
No, you cannot become you cannot unbecome furry. Once a furry, always a furry.
I need to actually put my VR. Hold on. Give me
No.
a
Exactly.
second. I'm gonna
A
turn on my
faith
controllers.
worse than death. That big... No.
Alright.
Stealing this.
I'm wondering actually, are we gonna do like a group photo at some point? Still need to make my modifications to this. Still funny. Oh, about the Curtis.
Official staff.
He
You should have
he's
official
the VR2 developer. Curtis VL. No, he is not. But
I know. Oh yeah, that's him. He's undercover. I've never seen the two in the same. Did I?
That's right. I've never seen the two in the same room either.
Yes.
You know, you might have a point.
Okay, there we go.
We're onto him.
That's the typing, you know. He made the fucking interface.
Okay, so
Are you referring?
I know.
This one.
I love myself. We're two different people. He is a bottom. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Good to know.
Spitting straight facts.
That's Starvia, and this one.
Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of a fax machine right now. But yeah, spitting straight facts.
Which is clipped in.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I
Start
have a friend that's
here.
called Fax Machine, and he has like a fax machine avatar.
Climaxes.
That's
Obviously,
weird
there's
and
one on the
everything.
head of this avatar.
And like the
which is
arms
one
are
of the
like
old
telephone
Climax
wires
models.
for the.
Couple of.
It's pretty great.
These are now old,
Oh
but newer ones.
Jesus!
Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now I'm just like, my mental image is just a fax machine with just 2 human legs attached to it, 2 phone lines coming out, the handsets being the hands, and then a piece of paper sticking out being the head.
and he had like
Ah yes, fax machines. Exactly.
like he had a pencil for the mouth. He had paper clips for the eyes.
Yeah.
It was great. He's the guy that did Super VR Ball. I think he
I don't know
redid
that,
it
but
since
yeah.
then, but it's,
That has. Yeah.
you know, he redid his thing since then, but it's still engraved in my head.
Describe it. Damn. Yeah, I don't have anything uploaded that I can show as a description. That's unfortunate.
Thank you though.
I've got other things.
And he's gone.
Elaboration.
I was just gonna mention, I can spot a
Other ones as well.
I can spot a shiny bismuth avatar from a mile away.
Yes.
I forgot who it was. I think it was you, Combi.
Anyway.
Who you were the guy who copied
I don't know.
my Rainbow Chi avatar, right? Or Rainbow Chi avatar design.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know. It's.
I mentioned earlier that one was heavily inspired by another avatar, which I still have favorited, and I fell off a desk. It is SDK2, Dynamic Bones, so very old, but you can clearly see where the inspiration came from.
Yeah.
Like Thrill Seeker, big YouTuber.
So don't worry,
Yeah, what
I mostly just copied ideas as well.
I know who.
Okay, now I get it.
No. I know
Also,
who you're talking about. I
that's
know who
really
you're talking
interesting,
about
like,
Seeker.
okay,
I don't know
that model.
what you're talking about. You said meetup, right? What meetup?
Yeah.
That's very, very interesting
You know,
hairline
like,
for that model.
lucky the friend
Never
that
saw it
was
before.
here, he had me
Yeah, I mean,
he had me join this instance.
I used this as my main avatar for like the longest time. And at some point, a friend of mine just came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to have a custom avatar?"
Idea about that. I'm just here
And so he
'cause
did something
face tracking
based on a different avatar base, which I wasn't super happy with. And then the Unity 2018 update came and it completely broke. And he was like so busy updating his own avatars that he had no time updating mine. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna learn how to make an avatar. And the first one that I did basically was based on this design. And the Rainbow Chi avatar is basically just that. My very first avatar, just updated to, you know, SDK3 and face tracking and everything.
Load up on
So
all
in
the
a sense,
trackers.
it all
It's a
came.
cool story.
It all actually kind of came full circle. And
I'm loading up on
this
all my
one
full
here
body trackers.
is basically the same
Maybe
thing,
not all of them.
How many do you have?
just for my very first,
I've got 10
like,
points.
proper Rantichi. Oop.
Ooh, that's cool.
Why the fuck is there a cardboard cutout of someone in here? What the fuck? I just randomly grabbed that from somewhere.
Someone plays it down.
What the
Too much conversation.
Jesus Christ. It's like part of a world.
Please continue. Yeah, it's part of the world. Is that it? Yeah, it's originally
You know who
close.
this is?
No, I don't.
I feel like it's some YouTuber and it's some thing I don't get. But...
Well, he definitely had to do it to him.
Well, yeah, I'll go. It was very nice talking to you. I mean, are you interested in any other talks later
But
on,
yeah.
maybe?
This is basically my very first like proper Ranty that I did, and just updated to SDK3 and
Yeah.
well, it was already an SDK. There was already an SDK3 version, but not with this bones and
Then I'll
not with
say
face tracking. So
I'll see you sometime later, maybe. And have a good
I don't know. I
evening.
cannot really come up with
that's,
any more
really
designs.
good.
So
Oh, and
Whoop.
for later talks,
Avali Plash.
Like, me and a friend of mine used that avatar for a long time. I used it for 3 months, I believe, when I have a vacation.
Yeah, I mean, the avatar you're using right now
did a good
is
job.
is like based on some show. I keep forgetting the name, but I don't remember seeing them in like.
It's Mia's design of Angel Dust.
Pretty cool as well.
That one actually have, yeah, it have a really funny story actually behind it. It's questionable story in some places, but I can tell you if you want.
I mean, sure. I told you the origin story for my avatars.
So, first time when I saw that avatar, I cannot find who made it, like, at all. Because so many people, like, actually rip it, so I cannot find who did it. And that time, I decided, oh, I like that avatar a lot, and I wanna do face take for it. So if I can't find who did it, I can just rip it, and then when I find the author, I pay him for that avatar, and that's gonna be okay. So I rip it, did a face tracking, did a couple changes, and later I found who made it. But there is a trouble. They really like have a lot of trouble with rippers. So instead of selling like FBS or blend files and stuff, they sell like an option to upload avatar on your account. So I'm just but I like to do stuff with my avatars. I literally change it every week. Not now, actually. Now I'm lazy as fuck, but in that time I
Same.
change it a lot. And so I speak to the person, and the person just really disliked me for that. I explained my position, but they threw it off, and I'm just, okay, so let me do it another way. I'm gonna remove all files about that avatar and just screenshot it and did it myself from scratch. So I did. I literally just took screenshots of that avatar and modeled it from scratch.
Hey!
And it's almost identical. Yeah. The person still don't like it, that's obviously because design. I tried to tell him I would like to pay for design, but person just, no, I only wanted to upload on accounts and don't allow anybody have models. And I'm just, that's actually pretty sad because that avatar can be not stale. People can do a lot of cool stuff for that avatar shine again.
Yeah.
That person just, no, don't care.
Yeah.
And then, okay, maybe pay you next time then. Also, I have trouble to paying people because, transaction from Russia actually, it's pain in the ears to pay someone right now.
Yeah, I can imagine. For like all the sanctions and whatnot. And I'm sure pretty much every method you can imagine would probably involve like some other country, like, even if you have like some single platform, like for example Boosty, I think, how they do it is you pay them in US dollars. then they convert the US dollars to something like Chinese yuan, which they can then exchange for ruble.
Yeah, and also you need to use like credit card from absolutely different country.
Yeah.
Because our card just blocked it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. At least now I have one friend I can ask rarely to buy something, so I thought to buy that cool avatars from Ghost. He did a really cool avatars. I want to buy like Sloth and Bunny from him. I do it later probably.
Yeah.
I like he just give you files for it to me messing around and change stuff. That's how I prefer actually to have avatars instead. Just upload on your account and you can do nothing with it.
Must be difficult for you with your current situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's not your fault.
Yeah. Actually, most, how do I spell it? 1 second. Oh, ironic. Most ironic situation, like, in all that, I rarely, but sometimes meet people who just, oh, you're Russian, you're a fucking bad guy, And I'm just, oh, you know what? My lover live in Ukraine, actually, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me more about it.
Can't imagine. Like, that's the stupidest thing. A lot of people think that everyone in a country stands behind, what the guys at the top do. Which isn't true.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, if you live in an oppressive country, the best thing you can do is just run. Just run with it. Like, the other choice would be, you die, you get imprisoned, and if you're lucky, maybe fleeing the country. But usually, the people at the bottom usually don't have a choice to flee. So...
Yeah. Yeah, that's a sad part. It's really hard to listen like, oh, you support that guy. I still cannot believe he did it actually. Because it's the stupidest shit to just attack country without reason.
Nobody can believe that he actually did it because, I mean, obviously everybody expected them to just, blitzkrieg Ukraine and be done with it. Nobody expected Ukraine to actually fight back as well as they did.
Yeah. And there's a tense situation for years, but actually don't expect at all what is escalating led.
Like,
that's really messy.
In retrospect, I think what Putin did with Crimea, like in 2014, was basically testing the waters, see how the international stage reacts to such offenses. And nobody batted an eye, or basically nobody batted an eye. So he thought he could just, run with it and not get any, troubles with the Western world.
Consequences.
Yeah, not having any consequences, but it's so backfired for him.
Yeah. It's quest time.
Hey Zuck, why not Quest Pro? Why only Quest 2?
Yes. Yes, that's it.
Hey Zach, get real.
I still love that somebody actually added like face tracking to the avatar.
Oh, I got the bug at the moment. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you get it.
Wait.
Yeah, he is there.
Oh,
god damn.
the guy who did it is right here. You're. Oh.
Yeah. Ash. Ash is.
Ah.
Ash makes these weird avatars.
I actually really like.
I still love that you
yeah,
added
like,
face
I
tracking
know
to the
someone.
Zuck avatar.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it.
I knew the guy. I knew the guy was. I knew the guy was the familiar of like side leads rally meetups, and so I just messaged him from there, and he was down for it, so I was happy to be able to do it. I was giggling the whole way I was doing it. I have fixed some of the clipping, but now it only works when I have the head on.
It's
when you're real.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Is that intentional?
It was a bug, but I need to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool?
On this?
This guy.
I did. Yeah, I slowed down. I did some other stuff on the side.
You know what would be really cool, but I don't think it's really possible because there's no parameter for it? If the face tracking would only work with the Quest Pro. Like as an inside joke.
Yeah. It'd be funny. Cobalt told me about like making your avatar unusable if you don't have face tracking. Like drive a blend shape that's when the face tracking is disabled, that just like randomly like puts the vertices in random places. It'd be funky.
It's it's SR nipple.
Isra nipple,
Sra nipple.
Sir, it's her nipples.
Sir nipple. Senor Nipple.
Such a distinguished gentleman, yes.
Senor Nipple. I like that one.
Senior Nipple.
Do a barrel.
Being the German one.
Precious data.
Hey Zach, you already got my data. I have a Quest 1 and a Quest Pro. Don't judge me.
More data.
Oh god! Jesus! That is disturbing.
Yes.
Yes. Flies like a real lizard.
But can you Quest Pro? Can you Quest Pro do this?
Yeah. I've seen people mention like data mining the firmware on there, and there were references to tongue tracking. So I don't know if it's gonna stay internal or not.
What is funny is, apparently their dataset included tongue tracking, so theoretically speaking, it can do it. It's just that that the tongue data is not exposed through the SDK. At some point, with one update of the Oculus desktop software, they data mined it, and there were endpoints, non-exposed endpoints, listing tongue data. So, they are apparently working on it, but we don't know if they will ever expose it to applications.
I don't know if it's because of the camera placement at some point, because they need to train their computer vision like algorithm to look for it. But if it's only looking from above, then there's so much they can do, right?
Yeah, for the tongue tracking, ideally you would want to be able to look into the mouth, which the Quest Pro cameras, like looking from above, just cannot do.
Yeah.
I mean, they still can do just Boolean, like we could.
Exactly. I think that would be what they would be going for, probably. Can do in out with that camera angle. Yeah, Boolean. Exactly. Do you know the...
He knows the way.
He knows the way. Jesus, that full body tracking is like so so cursed. You have like a black neck. Oh, people. People. People.
I
Finally.
I shouldn't make it. You're right. I should make it more the duo.
Finally.
You're right.
It has come full circle.
Years. Wait, can these stack?
I have one of those that just with the like eye look face tracking like looks funny as fuck.
I did the extra shapes for it, but I need to be.
Oh Jesus!
Look at this one with the eye look.
That is cursed. That is absolutely cursed.
Only the tip of it that moves.
Oh no! And they even have fist bones for eyes. So they jiggle around. Oh, it looks so cursed.
Can I grab it? I can.
You can't, but you can squish them. Like I saw as you like touch them, like they squish in.
The original model didn't have the teeth in the right places.
Skybox isn't open.
Kinda squish.
See the communal pizza. I don't think it's ever people been eating it from it all day, and no one's. It's still here.
I can spot a shiny bismuth avatar from a mile away. I know that is a modified one.
It's a Kapochi base of a shiny bismuth. It's based off of the shiny bismuth. It's all the assets put together in the exact same fashion. It's, well, pretty similar, except the tail. He helped me. He did all of it, basically. But
it's very
he
cute.
attached the tail to it instead of it shrunk it all down.
That's Kyle.
So cool. But
Did you notice like a rantage you had for the face tracking, or?
Who did it? Who done it?
So it's mine.
A free asset that I contacted the. Dumbass. Don't look at me.
I wasn't sure.
But yeah, so yes, that is what happened.
Yes.
I already know the story.
Yes.
This is person. Who's this man? That is.
I don't know. It's a cardboard cutout, but it's apparently in this world.
Cardboard.
All right. At the last like big meetup, I showed off the Intel Chi, but there's now
The NVG.
and there's even an AMD version, but it doesn't have a jingle because AMD apparently doesn't have like a single unified jingle.
No, they don't.
We need someone to get it.
Well, it's also good rated, so it's green all the way. You should make the AMD one poor.
Unfortunately, it is.
By having a ton of tessellation.
You know what I could do for the AMD one? I could just make the logo like incredibly high polygon count.
Honestly, don't know.
You can lick the LMD thing.
Incredibly smooth roundness on the D. That would probably be the easiest way to do it.
Always a blank shape on the logo, so when you compromise them, you move the logo.
Yeah, I mean, I actually made the AMD logo from an SVG. So I could just make it like super high poly count.
At that point, so your range just wires up normally.
You can just add letters like that, and there you go.
It's more natural than this, am I right? I mean, this is
Every single section of a letter is just just like its own material slot.
That'd be very coarse to be red.
This is just natural.
True, exactly. That's why they're actually all good, but I mean, could make it very poor just for the memes.
Ones that are obviously very big. Maybe
just regular port.
Bigger.
It's still
The problem is if you exceed the poly count, it's automatically very poor.
Disappears.
Yeah, but then just put a line on there.
Yeah.
True.
Just check why that avatar is marked
That's
as
what I
poor.
say. Just put one red light under it, like a line.
Just make the logo like light up, like God mode.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, that's
Um,
one of one like.
Our moderation.
Oh yeah, one light.
Just
magnificent.
For our instigation said we had the funniest shit.
Red like 8 trail renders on the tip of the fingers.
Use a benchmark moment bias against AMD, yeah. I mean, my April Fool's joke this year was literally that exact same thing, except it wasn't anti-AMD, it was pro-Intel.
You have two groups. You have instance 1 and instance 2.
You know, now that Intel entered the GPU market, there is no way anyone can compete to them. Intel made the x86 architecture, like, saying a lot of true things, but obviously, like, hyping up Intel.
Either, you know, groups that want to beat each other, or a couple of friends.
But you know what's kind of funny? As we sit here, this is exactly my setup right now. AMD CPU, Nvidia GPU. Yep, same. Nice! So we just sit like here for the rest of the meetup.
So basically, instance 1, where the SLRT like groups are coordinated.
Ah, you got the X3.
GPU and a NVIDIA GPU.
You know, I got an Intel GPU, so technically I could do the cursed thing of AMD CPU, Intel GPU.
And basically, one group goes against the other group.
Well, I got the 5900X. I got mine before the X3D was a thing, so yeah. And 39 years of GPU.
We need to figure out how to get a Nintendo Switch to run VRChat.
Well, I mean, we already have an avatar with Tegra mentioning on it. I mean, every one of these has like on their legs. On the left leg, it's the CPU. On the right leg, it's the GPU from that manufacturer. So for Nvidia, because they only make ARM CPUs. Yeah, I know.
Probably get it to run on the Android build of VRChat.
Yeah, probably.
And we were called. So we went on and we went into kindergarten. Well,
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Back to Rantichi.
Magnificent.
Believe in Rantichi's supremacy.
And the blinking.
Don't end the guns, like, we don't need this, like, I just lost my children, like, I was like, I brought them here and they don't wanna, like, go back, and now I cannot, like, you know, get them, Daddy, I lost them. It's like kindergarten, like, heart kind of thing. We were like, okay, man, like...
That is a tiny ass stormtrooper.
You don't need to have conversions?
Yes. And gun.
Is the Raiden, that would be... That'd be minor, because this is just...
Amazing. Like, we lost our squads multiple times because you
wait.
That avatar looks absolutely adorable.
No.
The children who won today were on top.
Oh Jesus! I did not meant to grab the cardboard cutout of whoever this random dude is. God damn it! Just gonna move it like here. There you go.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
So now we are 2 Rantichis and 2 Zoichis.
And basically pushed everybody down. So they basically like did Donkey Kong. They basically said Donkey Kong.
Turn your safety off and have a low frame rate. Yes, exactly. Because this is face tracking meetup and we're just memeing. God damn it, I need to close my earmuff distance.
One of them found a gun somewhere. So we tackled the child somehow. And got them tied out.
By the way, chicken.
Yes?
speaking about fun stuff with avatars. That avatar I actually did it for my friend. He just extracts from postal brain damage that model and I did avatar for him. That avatar have no normal stuff about it, because you can't even change skin without pull the whole wardrobe behind you.
Okay.
Wait, what?
On that avatar.
Okay, well, okay, so tell me this. Why do some states
Let me
have
replace again.
what's this?
There's wardrobe. So
Like
you
south,
can
north,
change
or like
skin
those
only
types of
through
things.
that.
The reason why?
You just need to pick up costumes.
Racism.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, is it?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and another stuff. That avatar have flashlights, but you can't enable it through menu. You need to do weirdest shit. You need to do that gesture.
I'm brain farting right now.
Connect your fingers and put it there.
Listen,
That's super cool.
I have no idea how someone figured it out, but that's Illuminati for you.
Yep.
about things, because it's like...
Meanwhile, I do everything through like normal like radio menu toggles, like pump for legs, entity links, and a Twitch logo for streaming.
I think both Carolinas.
This one doesn't have
Carolina-
particularly
Carolinas,
many toggles.
Texas comes out sometimes.
You can
we're
plan?
south of that line. They
still
were still
off.
north and south, and they were both.
I don't know what's up.
Try again.
Okay, but okay, to sum it
Still
up,
off.
are most American
Now it's on.
Yes.
Here we go.
I love VRChat.
Okay. We generalize that, okay?
Oh Jesus.
Really?
There we go.
And I didn't notice
Made it.
because they
Hey.
were behind me and they were like escaped on the back. So you just, you know.
You know the way you're currently sitting? It looks like you're squatting.
They're like always like invisible and stuff is monitored.
You know, like Russian squatting.
Too much about it.
Slap squat. Let's
All
go.
of this, all of those,
Take your
all
time.
of
I need to just quickly recalibrate.
literally agreed that the most funniest, if he had the most funniest shit ever.
Cheeky breaky! There we go. I don't know if my hip tracker messes things up.
I didn't know what to do because you were like already like. It's like, do we shoot the children? The children are shooting.
Yep,
back.
my hip tracker messes up. Great.
Yeah, how are we supposed to? That's how it was funny because we
on your back side.
tackled him.
I always put it to the side. The problem is, if I put it like truly to my side, then it's like in my way for like just leaving my arms hanging. So I put it like slightly to the front. It's fine for normal sitting. Obviously, just doesn't work for like squatting.
I mean, he's just supposed to be
Will this work?
They had a gun too.
Yeah, they had guns, so I kind of put you in a situation.
Hi.
Procedures right over there. You can't.
Hello there.
In my real world, I'm gonna grab to that.
That's a shelf.
Yes.
Oh, that is a shelf. Okay, well, this is
I'm gonna join the other Nanachis over there.
How are you? How's your... What is today? How's your Saturday?
It's good. Very good.
Yeah, still Saturday. For... Jesus, what time is it? Ah, never mind, it's Sunday.
Oh, hey Mega. I didn't even see you there. Hi, hi. Yes, Varjo.
Is there someone hiding in the couch?
No, I have chat. Stream chat.
Oh, okay, okay. I just assumed that you were talking to the couch.
No, I have a camera here.
That you do. Is that better than talking to the couch?
I do like talking to couches.
Huh.
No farts. Just
enjoy. Yeah, yeah. You need help?
No.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Couches are fine. I like couches. I'm sitting on a couch, and I'm also sitting on a couch.
Nice.
We're floating, I think.
Well, you're slightly floating.
There we go. More appropriately sitting on a couch.
Nice.
Chicken, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you sell your Kopuchi or the Kopu face tracking?
I don't sell it. I share it with for free with anyone who already has access to the Kopuchi.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So would you require just like proof of payment?
I just require proof of ownership. How you want to do it is up to you, as long as I can see that you already have access to the Kopuchi. Like, for example, a screenshot in with the model in Unity with like your Discord name somewhere on screen would be plenty fine for me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I love the Kopu, but I was sad when I couldn't set it up. So yeah,
I already have.
Send you.
You don't have to send a friend request, just as long as you're like in a mutual server, you should be able to DM me.
All right. That's right. All right. Cool.
What is it you want to do with your avatar? Do you want to steal M's?
Steal?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I want to add my own.
What is it that you're gonna do with your avatar? Or do you want to steal that base so you can use the face tracking with it?
Well, before this, my Nanachis was a Kopu, and I think it's cuter, so I want to add like the assets back to it and make it a cute Kopu.
Yes, Kopu
Oh,
cute.
I see. Cuter is the goal then.
It's like the whole reason why I did the head swap is because I don't know. Varient is really cool, but I'm almost tending slightly towards the Kopuchi. So when Asmidi did like the Kopuchi, like the Varient V2 with face tracking, I figured, you know, the head UVs are almost identical between the Ranchichi V2 and the Kopuchi. So why not just take the main face mesh, cut it off a face tracking Ranchichi, and put it onto the Kopuchi? And it's exactly what I did. So there are some differences to a vanilla Kopuchi. So for example, these eyes, they are from the Ranchichi because I think they look a little bit better on the Ranchichi. But these eyes are from the Kopuchi. So these like triangle eyes. So I kind of like did mix and match of like the head mesh parts, where I think, you know, this one looked better on that, this one looked better on that. It's mostly Kopuchi, just a few tiny things from Ranchichi still remaining. And obviously all of the additional blend shapes that the Ranchichi has, like MMD visemes, the snout even. So that's the thing.
Make it your own.
Exactly.
I ended up using my infuse on my ankles still, so I use two of my old trackers on my ankles and my 4 new with BMIs on my top here.
By the way, Mega, in case you're still in the chat, you know, the meetup is still going on, so if you want to, you could still join, huh? But for real though, I have never seen you in VRChat. I know you have a VRChat account because you had a Varjo demo with it at some point, but
yeah, I don't know.
Never seen you in VRChat.
What dongles are you using? You're with the Vives?
From a group, you would fit right in.
Oh,
like I feel like everyone with VRC Plus at this point has a group.
That or the neighbor that's running a parrot radio.
Half body enthusiasts. But you're in full body. You're not half body.
Half body is so much cuter. Though.
Read the rules.
It looks so derpy.
Of my group. How can I actually check the group? I can invite you to a group that I'm in.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Not for. Oh, there you all. Half body enthusiast. There you go. For people who have full body but don't / rarely use it. Group rules: have full body, don't use it. I don't know. I kind of feel weird. Like after having used full body for like a few weeks, I felt weird not using VRChat even once without full body. So for me, it's pretty much like always on. Full body.
Okay, you addicted now.
Exactly. Though I gotta say, I am still fine playing it without it. More than I'm fine with playing VRChat without face tracking at this point. Like I literally unlearned how to use facial gestures.
You just enjoy making faces at people.
Like obviously for some facial gestures, I'm still obviously still using the gestures, but those are explicit things.
Yeah. It depends what you're doing. If you're sitting watching a movie, then you don't know if full body tracking really matters because you're sitting on a couch.
If I want to watch a movie, I'm watching it not in VR. I'm watching it on my monitor because I have an OLED monitor. So why would I use VR for watching a movie then?
No, I sit at my desk all day. I want to avoid sitting at my.
Permissions to do so. I didn't sleep much, but
Personal preferences.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, something. That's where I do my work.
Yeah. Because of the ease of piracy. Oh.
It came.
I don't know. I caved.
I made a
I
for it.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, everybody has different preferences.
That one works.
I honestly caved in and just bought all the stuff that I want to watch on Blu-ray. It's like actually like legit 10 times better quality than streaming. Like the best example that I can think of is I did watch the Kingsman, the movie trilogy. So I bought all 3 movies on 4K Blu-ray, but before I bought them on 4K Blu-ray, I did watch the first part on Netflix, and the second part I rented on iTunes. So I had a rough knowledge of how the movie looked on those two options. So streaming and renting, like digital renting. Even the regular Blu-ray, which if you buy a 4K Blu-ray, you always get the normal 1080p Blu-ray as well. Even the normal Blu-ray looked a million times better. Just goes to show how the quality of streaming is.
Fine China.
I'm trying to French kiss here. Like, so what you told me about French kiss is that you tilt your head, and what you do is tongue roll X, tongue roll Y, tongue open. Tongue out. And then perform. That's how you do it. Yeah, okay. Lunch conversion.
That is exactly how you do it, sir. You go right to left.
Fellow French baguettes here.
C'était sûr.
Oh, hon hon! Je m'appelle Chicken, je ne parle pas français.
Ah, et maintenant on peut en parler dans un langage secret qu'ils ne comprennent pas.
C'est bon, c'est parti. J'ai un autre français qui a du face tracking
Attends, autre que moi?
Oui, autre que toi, ouais. Et on est genre 5, je crois.
Par contre, c'est récent, j'ai eu il y a 2-3 semaines, enfin 2 semaines.
Ok.
Haha, you cannot throw it. Haha.
You really need a workout.
C'est un peu genre.
En vrai, moi j'ai pas les yeux, mais j'ai attaché un Vive à mon index. Enfin,
Beautiful. I'm not feeling very threatened. Okay, now you got it. Now you got it. I guess it is right.
Ouais, j'ai au moins la bouche.
It's an Avali plushie.
Je fais 2-3 trucs avec les.
Oh, it's an Avali, okay.
J'ai vu un truc qui existe que tu pourras avoir traquer les yeux sur n'importe quel casque. J'essaie, je sais, et c'est un projet open source. J'ai comment ça s'appelle, je suis actif dedans, j'ai fait les traductions de toute la documentation en français en fait.
Yeah, I don't know.
Et c'est des comment ça s'appelle, ça utilise des microcontrôleurs. Tu mets dans le
like there are two sentences I can say in French. Hi, my name is, and I don't speak French.
I don't speak French. That's all you need, right?
Exactly. You need a way to introduce yourself, and you need a way to tell them, you know, I don't speak your language. I don't know how. I don't know how to say my name is in Spanish, but I know how to say I don't speak Spanish in Spanish. So it's Je ne parle pas français in French, and fuck, I forgot the Spanish one.
Do you need to Google it?
Don't Google it. Oh my god, you're cheating.
Yeah. Someone explained it like 3 times to me how to say it in Japanese, but I forgot that again. I know how the Japanese actually form the. I know how Japanese say the different languages. They just take the name of a country where that language is mostly spoken, and they just put the syllable go after it. So for English, it's Igirisu go, whereas Igirisu is the name they say for the United Kingdom. And if you think about it a little bit, Igirisu is actually just English forced into the Japanese alphabet.
Yeah, that would be very awkward.
I don't know, I think it's more awkward if the Japanese asks for the Naihu.
C'est super complet, mais c'est très dense. J'ai vu, il y a un plugin qui permet de créer des blend shape. Et en gros, ça les popule si elles existent. Mais ça, en fait, ça te permet de créer les noms, mais il faut quand même que tu les fasses à l'intérieur parce que sinon le modèle il sait pas comment c'est formé. C'est ce que j'ai dit. Ah, ok. En fait, tu peux automatiquement, il te crée. Moi, je dis on crée les blend shapes, il crée les blend shapes.
So hot in here, sweating my ass off. You know, you're currently actually like fully immersed, right? You're sitting right next to a fireplace, so of course it's really hot.
I hate that. I hate that.
Immersion, exactly. Think of a positive.
It does. I just was doing it because it was.
Also, Bernsey, can I just mention how cute your avatar is?
For me to debug. But with VRC Fury action made
Very
it
adorable.
easier. Now I'm like, okay, this is.
It is very adorable.
I'm ears and other controls. Also, technically you're supposed to do it in gesture layer, but I'm not going to do it in gesture layer because everyone else is a nightmare. So
Let's just agree that all Nanachis are very cute.
True. It's a nightmare. I just hate fucking animating stuff in gesture layer and having them separated.
Based
on what?
Oh. Yeah, I did that.
You know, Purple. Right back at you. Redux Hopkins are also very cute.
Is animated clicked on the fist bones on my ears, so it didn't work.
Your mom.
I didn't realize that until after I did gesture.
I'm kidding. But at the same time, I kind of just called your mom cute, so that's a bit weird.
That's simple.
Let me think about that. Oops.
Yeah, basically all I did was
yes.
So what time is it at the moment?
I have a glowing logo.
It's 1 a.m.
Reuse eye tracking one and
I don't know if I should sleep here. If I sleep here,
make animations.
Yep, Electron. I literally just took the Electron logo and just put my CB logo in the middle. I hate it. At the time, I was actually getting into it, and I was actually like on the same kind of hype train that the industry is still on.
Okay, once you get used to them, they're actually.
I understand now that Electron is absolute bullshit, and nobody should be using it. So
You just
don't
have to
worry.
understand what I'm doing. That's the thing. You just have to understand what I'm doing, and then you're like, oh yeah.
Yes, head pet the adorableness.
It's the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, by the way, I don't. If you're gonna do like ears and stuff, I'd put that a new layer. I wouldn't throw that into the driver stuff. That's too messy.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just like gesture layers for now.
Oh boy, I can't wait to set up the Varjo.
Yep.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Ha
dear.
have fun.
How do you mirror?
If you have more than 2 monitors, you want to unplug one.
In Unity?
Is there like a problem with that or something?
The problem is, NVIDIA GPUs, they have a limit of how many monitors you can have connected. And it counts everything that is considered a physical monitor, so anything that has its own DisplayPort connector, but also daisy chain monitors. But also every monitor has a maximum resolution of, I think it was like 8K. But because the combined resolution of both Varjo displays exceed 8K, they had to split it out into 2 daisy chain DisplayPort displays. So it will show up as 2 displays to the graphics card.
I've seen how people
that is terrifying.
Yes.
And the thing is, I think Drisha sent me the file on how to do the red shifting problem. Well, to fix the red shifting as well.
Yeah, you have to be in the Discord and you have to like go to like a link and enter a password. And funny enough, the password on the Varjo Discord, it expired.
I haven't done that since Unity 5.1.
And the people,
back in the early
it's like a file sharing platform that they use for that. And passwords apparently always auto expire after a week.
Wait, okay, why can't they use their portal?
People didn't really know how to export
because it's an experimental thing. And they don't want their actual like the big customers, to use it.
You have to import your own walk animations.
Listen, when you spend 2,000 euros on something, it's not stupid people.
It should be just, I agree, it should be just a setting in the Varjo-based software, but it isn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Struggling.
But it's a sharing link.
It's like here's the thing. It is done, like the change is done for the SDK. So theoretically, I should just be able to like integrate it, label it as experimental, and say and use it at your own risk. Exactly, yeah. That's what the beta testers also said, but it's not what they ended up doing.
Couches are fine.
I think maybe maybe I may have 2 terabytes of Unity projects right now.
I tried to draw it blind because I can't draw it like this.
I may need it. I think I may clear out the customs.
Oh look,
because I don't really.
that's a Pilo level.
Because I have some ones when I was doing custom missions. May start eating out. But I have everything.
Sus.
Sure, I have the.
Very sus.
I'm 99.9% sure I have the original.
I don't know if I would delete yours.
Yeah.
I don't think
most people like draw a fucking the Among Us and then with a big penis and then say the penis is.
I have your project.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's public. I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Original base that was based on.
Hold on, I have an idea.
Among Us.
Among Us. There we go. And then big Among Us here. Another Among Us here.
What are you doing?
You know, you could do 4 Among Us like that, and then I don't want to even mention it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
they do this.
Draw it like that.
Okay, look.
You know, on a German image board that I frequent on, whenever a picture with that comes up, they tag it with Windmühle der Friedlichkeit, Windmühle der Toleranz, which translates to windmill of tolerance.
Nasty. Guess what? We're gonna call it sus with a D.
Sus. Oh no. Oh, they got sussed.
Dude, the company got sus, dude.
Next controller, let go. Thank you. Oh no. Very sus. Oh. And even with the shading, oh my god. Controller, hello. There we go. Sussy.
Sussy. There we go. That's sussy. Let's go to the library.
I'm trying to get a new version of Minstrel that has the super sync.
I was actually wondering, is there going to be like a group photo this time or not? Because it's like a mini meetup.
I got it when it was free, so.
Okay, nobody listened.
Nice. Nika's tool is okay, it's useful, but it is a little bit buggy, but it's okay.
Yeah. I like it to like auto launch Steam and all that, so.
Oh no. So I right now have...
Nah, he's been censored, you know? You know, like the old-fashioned way to censor somebody, just put like a black black bar over the eyes.
I'm swearing at you. I'm swearing at you. Get out.
It's over the eyes. You're just censored. It's not your voice that is censored. It's your eyes that are censored. Your identity.
I'm happy because Meta won't get me now. I actually can't see, like, all I see is orange. I'm an orange.
Realistic simulation for people on stream.
For someone. Excuse me. Oh, he's not
What is the thing you're holding there in your hand? Is that like a hard drive?
It's a metaphone.
Yeah.
Dans les applications, dans le...
Oh, it's a data.
Yes. Nice. All the data in the palm of your hand. 4500 RPM, so it's not super fast.
Slow data.
Yes.
Slow data.
Did you know that there were actually 4800 RPM hard drives made for laptops? The reason they did it is energy efficiency. They supposedly used less power, but it made them like so much slower than a 5400 RPM drive. So, you know, people quickly caught up to them, and manufacturers stopped doing it. But it was still kind of funny.
Holy fuck. Like having hard drives on laptops is like the worst combo.
Yep.
It's a sin. It just.
You know, you know, for a long time, SSDs in laptops just weren't feasible. So you just had hard drives in it, and so you had companies like...
Okay, how about Jerry? Unfriend, hold on.
No! I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Not Jerry! Also,
not Jerry Shaker, no Jerry. Yeah, move that.
Nah, unfriended because too purple. We can't have too much purple.
It's in my face.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's someone's feelings. Oh my god.
You did it. You did it.
Record it, quick. Go. That's a joke. I'm a wireless. I'm wireless, no way.
Et quand je garde la bouche fermée et que je descends la mâchoire.
What?
This looks silly a little bit. Are you okay? Yeah, don't do that. Oh, that's Drisha.
Ouais, alors qu'il y a rien.
It's Drisha.
I know. There you are, Drisha. Greetings. Oh yeah, we have custom meals, I forgot. Yeah.
God, Martin.
Oh yeah, no. Really bad houses, man. It's all made of wood. Old wood. It's like they're not living up north,
I want level C so bad right now.
Oh, also,
Get fucking hungry.
Purple, wanna see funny stuff? So, one day we got around with friends and decide what custom emoji we're gonna do. One friend joking around, he just
I heard you're on Quest Pro right now.
and the end of the day he just
I'm not.
text
I haven't set up yet.
and later he dropped me the picture of my boyfriend avatar.
I've been so freaking tired, dude. I don't know what is wrong with me.
That looks so fucking terrifying. What in the fuck?
I mean, you're not the only one. Our
Before the meetup and then just zonked out.
Meanwhile, I did a workout right before it, just to keep me awake.
You've got a good excuse though.
I haven't set it up.
Sorry?
I did a workout right before the meetups, just so that I stay awake.
Oh. You worked out?
Adrenaline going.
Yeah, get that fucking thing going. Holy shit.
Just Beat Saber.
Did you?
Yeah, Beat Saber is my workout.
Yes. Hell yeah. Moving the arms.
Well, I mean, if you use Vive once, it's a very good workout because you actually have like weights.
Okay, so when you describe it like this, I'll tell you that. Is this a Quest Pro?
I'm borrowing it.
Is this a Quest Pro?
What?
Did someone say Quest Pro?
Quest Pro?
You need Top Step for Quest Pro.
The best headset in the world.
I have two of them at my house right now. One I'm trying to arm it.
I kind of want to try it with it. How I find it.
I was like, I don't trust them getting me an RMA quick, so I'm like, fuck it, I need to. I was doing the Vive Pro, and I was like, I want my Quest Pro back. I want my Quest Pro back. So I bought a second one.
Jesus.
I love my forehead.
I don't know. I don't know. I tried the face tracking on the Quest Pro, and I found it to be just not as responsive as other solutions.
It's lackluster.
Yeah.
Because of the calibration, because we need the calibration because of scaling.
Yeah.
It's software related. So
it's not very.
Like 0 to 5 or 0 to 7.
My head is like barely.
It's very low sometimes.
Yeah, I know. That's also what I noticed. Like it's unresponsive. It's kind of laggy, and the eye tracking also isn't that accurate. I noticed. Like especially the lids. They seem to like stay open, plop.
Monkey. Caveman head.
Like it's very hard to just like squint.
I'm squinting.
At least for me, it's kind of hard to squint for some reason.
Anything that's not using older. Okay, so any older animator setups may not work really well.
Okay.
My newer stuff works better.
On both sides. Yikes.
I know this is not your stuff.
I also bought one of those things that like lowers the pad in the back, so like cups at the bottom of my the thing in my back of my head instead of the top.
The Gobular?
It's just like two 3D printed things that like lowers the mouse for the base one.
Oh.
I don't know. I found the rear pad on the Quest Pro to be completely sufficient. It's just the front pad, which is too stiff, too small.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why I got the Gobler tech one for like makes it like full size.
Of course.
Low battery.
I didn't even think about it. Jesus. Didn't even think about that.
I'm gonna place it here.
And another cutie joint. It's a Boofy.
I'm out of water. Sad. Need more water.
These nuts.
More water. More water.
At least nobody requested to hydrate because drinking with a face tracker in front of my face is kind of difficult.
I hear that one.
Especially if you.
That's why I'm glad for the Quest Pro because I don't have that issue anymore.
That's true, but I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to. It's kind of hard for me to justify going to the Quest Pro when I have a Varjo.
And he basically told me,
Hey, can you host this?
Yeah, I had the Quest 2, and I did like the jank that was like wireless face tracking with virtual here and all that.
I never actually tried that. I have a Quest 1. I could theoretically try it, but that would require me to unscrew the facial tracker from the mount and everything, and I'm just too lazy for that.
Plus, I'm not sure how well that handles like background text.
That's true.
Doing no boundaries on the Quest Pro is hilarious because I just walked through the kitchen with no boundaries. And I love.
Adorable.
Okay, so I'm a little bit okay. I love.
Yes.
No, I like the no like blinders or anything on the Quest Pro because I can literally just look up. I'm like, okay, I can see things. I don't have to like touch the headset at all. I can just look at things. Like I can look at the keyboard or something.
Yeah.
I'm not yet.
I keep the side ones on. Just because I go to like a lot of movie nights and I have like lights like right on my bed. So
My room's really dark. So I have the infrared lights, and then I have some of the RGB lights in the room. So it has some lights.
Yeah. Like I personally.
The controllers don't actually.
The RGB ones actually work really well. The RGB like lights, where you just keep it like low color in the room, is very useful.
I heard the controllers don't actually see IR that well.
I'm using my index controllers.
Probably advisable, especially if you're like playing Beat Saber, because one thing that I noticed is doing lots of continued swinging makes the controller like slowly drift away. And sometimes if you do it for long enough, it doesn't snap back into its original position. So playing Beat Saber on Quest Pro can be a pain.
Because he was a fucking lazy ass and he told me to host it myself. And I just went, fine, press the
Sure. Cousin has my pair of HD version of the Knuckles.
Yeah, pretty much. And the thing is, how much do I wait? I don't fucking know.
It's
like 1 a.m. here. And I kind of want.
I don't know. I play Beat Saber mostly with 5 ones. Then again, I play Beat Saber as a workout. So I want to have extra weight. I don't know, I find the grip a lot more comfortable for Beat Saber. Like the index controllers, I always feel like it's not very comfortable to play Beat Saber with these.
Because it's AMD. It's NVIDIA.
Back in the day, I used a lot of VRChat with Vive ones and all terrible.
Oh yeah, the Vive ones are basically terrible for anything.
I sent you a friend request.
Except for Beat Saber.
Jerry sent you a friend request.
As a paperweight, just do nothing but it.
And even for Beat Saber, they're kind of terrible if you actually want to play like competitive.
Which is fucking expensive.
Jerry.
He had to do it to M.
I have 2 options.
Oh, the oldest one.
I don't know either.
One is me doing really bad decisions.
But there was like this meme.
It's like some YouTuber and they're making a joke.
I don't know. But I mean, what I was saying, you know, there was this meme like I had to do it to him. I don't know where it came from or anything, or what was supposed to be funny about it, but that's supposed.
Me the fucking need to, because like I'm like, wow, AMD's the best.
Could be. I don't know. That's where the cardboard cutout belongs. It's just annoying.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, my shoulder.
It also made me.
Why is my shoulder like?
I will fucking throw this. I will throw this.
Wait, what does the? Oh, this program has performed an illegal operation and will be shut down. What's the application? Shirt.exe.
Don't do anything illegal.
Give it a good, like, give the okay button like a good jab.
Wait, can you press it?
It has a minimum speed. It has a minimum speed, so you really gotta go at it.
Oh.
That's not me. I'm not meowing. I'm meowing. What? I'm not meowing.
Please wait for KZ.exe to restart.
I don't know where that sound's coming from. Where's that noise
Nice.
coming from? Oh, it's that.
Not
What
you.
the fuck? Oh, no. Video.
What the?
What the fuck was that? That's why I didn't hear it. I had world sounds disabled.
I wasn't
gaslighting you. I was hearing the same thing. What the fuck?
The entire friend group does that, so I'm like on edge.
What the fuck is this?
I can't put on a Brad, what are you doing? Brad, stop. Brad, stop.
Stop.
Looks
Brad,
very
Brad,
cute.
what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Do you feel the heat from your...
Oh my god.
Intel's Vista destruction. Finally.
Hey. Okay.
It's deserved.
I too can feel the heat. I can really feel the heat.
There's an otter trapped in your backpack.
There is an otter in my backpack.
That's cute.
It's trapped. It's gonna die. That's not nearly enough space for an otter.
I'll post it on the Discord.
Oh, I can
warming up to the.
That's free.
Joshua, I'm guessing when you went back, when you went home, just get, you know, just so we did the trade, did you just fall asleep immediately?
Oh no!
Not quite.
Just
I was alright
okay.
for a bit,
Warming
but it
up.
was like...
He has to travel to my house, by the way. Like, pretty far. Jesus Christ.
Dox Ninfy right now. Prove it.
No,
I'm assembling the beans for a group.
Don't actually.
Oh my god.
I'll rescue him.
I'm assembling the beans for the photo. Are we sitting next to
What?
Oh, the Nanachis. For all Nanachis
What are we
doing
doing?
it. The Nanachis doing a group photo. So just us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What would be really cool is just all sitting on the railing here.
Oh, I guess we're outside.
Are we doing the photo here?
Oh, I need to put my feet on.
Make sure to take the picture in 4K quality, by the way. Oh. He almost crashed there.
This look too derpy.
It better be a terrible photo.
Yes.
I hope nobody closed their eyes.
She's really bad, wonderful.
We just did a Nachi group photo.
Can I join?
Yes. Okay.
You have to be able to jump on the railing, though.
I think we should all be able to do that because Nanachis, we're all pretty much the same size. I think, actually, let me just quickly switch to my Kopuchi so that we have all the major Nanachis covered.
Yes.
We do actually. Wow. Okay.
Oh, wrong shading. Give me a second. Wait, does this look normal here? This. I'm just gonna go with this.
Can you stand there, please?
I'd be ready.
Oh, I can stand up.
You just loom over us, it's fine.
Closer?
Come closer.
I don't want to step on you.
That should be good.
I'm worried you're gonna fall off the fucking railing.
Whee! Oh, I think he's taking the picture.
You ready?
Nah, goddammit. Closed my mouth right before the picture was taken. It doesn't matter.
Well, at least your eyes aren't closed.
Their face. No thoughts, just derp.
Okay, yeah, which of you frown? No, frowning is really fucking.
Yeah, the only Nanachi base that we were missing is, I think, is a Lexichi. But then again, who's using a Lexichi nowadays?
Yeah, that one's a little old. This one is old now.
Yeah. Even the Kopachi is kinda outdated. If it wasn't for me putting a Ranchichi V2 head on it, then you couldn't really use it in modern VRChat because it still has like the old blend shape setup for the eyes for the SDK2. Was never even updated for SDK3.
No, I've replaced the eyes on this one. I'm slowly replacing lots of bits.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually. Just frustrations at how it's set up. And wanting different things, like wanting vertex colors for the eyes and such. And getting the download size real small. Things that most people don't care about.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't really... Like, they're different... Like, from all the different Nanachi bases, I don't know, I kind of feel like the Zoichi, looking at it from an outside perspective, is really cute. But actually using it, I feel like the hands just look very off to me.
The weighting on the fingers is not right relative to where the bones are, so when your hand is closed, it gets really angular.
It's not just that. Even just having the hand open, it looks very unnatural.
It's not set up right. It's not set up right.
Yeah. It's just my personal experience.
Are fucked up. Okay.
But it's not just the setup, it's also in general like the looks and stuff. It's like very squarish. The hands when they're like the fingers when they're stretched out, they like curve backwards, stuff like that. I mean, it's personal preference.
Yeah, for this it fits.
Yeah. I don't know why people. I don't know what people like about pool toys, but I guess personal preference.
It's summer is the thing. Go out and have fun.
I know I've never been
serious.
I've never been a pool guy, anyways.
Oh.
I much prefer just opening up the roof on my car and just speeding down the highway.
No, I have no such highways here, nor a car to speed down them with.
Germany, we have like pretty good a pretty good highway system. Posted. Nice. Once I'm out of here, I'm gonna yoink that. Hope you took the picture in 4K. Yes, thanks.
Yeah, make it good.
Means I don't have to upscale it to use as a wallpaper. I'm still surprised you managed to do texture transfer that good to the Ranchichi. Did you literally just like trace, or how did you do it?
Mostly Not like trace, but like I did a screenshot and trace, but it was that.
Ah, so you did redraw it essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, because with
I wish I can do a design from scratch actually as good as I'm copying on.
well, this one is literally just
But
the
my
default
design
texture
sucks.
for the Kopuchi, with the base color changed and rings drawn onto the legs and arms. And the line on the back I colored in. Other than that, it's literally just the default texture. If I switch into this one, this is the like raw, unmodified texture. Oh, no, not this one. Give me a second. My hip tracker's messing up. Whoop. God damn it. Drop me off the...
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be sitting on the damn railing.
Maybe. But yeah, this is just... this is the actual, like, default Kopuchi texture.
Catch me. I'm a jump.
I'll catch you.
I didn't have one to draw on it. I have only that one and it.
Yep, that's the Rentichi default texture.
Oh. Yeah.
Like,
So,
the head
but
UV between the
don't know on that bit.
The head UV between the Rentichi and Kopuchi is very similar, like almost identical. So, with the help of a friend of mine, I managed to do this texture for the Rentichi. This one is still dynamic bones, but yeah. Basically, what I did is I took the ear and the head texture from the Kopuchi, transferred it over to the Rentichi, and then what my friend did is they basically redrawn the Kopuchi texture for the rest of the body. So it's not quite a perfect match. That's why I asked you, because yours looked a lot better than, well, mine. Yeah, and that's default Rentichi.
You should be able to reproject it.
Moldavi.
It won't look right, but you should be able to.
God damn it.
Oh, am I gonna die?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to die. I'm too cute to die.
Let's go to laser
Very cute.
Let's go laser fox in a second.
No. Oh, I mean.
Oh, thank you.
It doesn't reach. It doesn't reach.
Is this faint?
Yeah.
You're like 3 meters short.
It's really faint. Yeah, it's not global sound.
Why do you have a knife?
There you go.
Sound is global. Why do you have a knife?
Oh, sound's global. Holy fuck.
Nice.
I have to do it then. I have to do it like a sound drop off.
Are you cutting the grimace shake out of me? Oh no! Oh no! You gotta use a bendy straw. Gotta suck it out.
And then,
But then I would.
I can get over. Oh.
You don't suck it in.
Is that
Well, you don't
hey, Skullcorn.
It's like when you
like
suck
a nozzle on your belly button?
You're supposed to swallow.
Maybe. Isn't that where you put yours?
Maybe he's a pool toy.
Hey.
And, you know,
No,
usually it's
they're-
like,
that-
the nozzle is usually at the belly button.
Can't say that. Those are stereotypes.
I just
Oh, there's a couple
This
of
is what I see. Mind explaining?
No, no. We were talking about grimace shake.
I don't know if he believes you.
I don't know either. It looks almost like he went AFK.
Literally, I just heard don't put that out of the context.
It might have died, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe you lose mind.
No.
Hmm?
Look what you did, Cobalt.
Yeah, yeah. Now we need a marker so we can. Oh.
That is crazy.
Yeah, they're dead.
Essentially, yeah.
Laser.
I mean,
Yeah, mission accomplished.
there are different places you could put the air hose on a pool toy, but I feel like whenever I see one that is like kind of like based on like an animal or something like that, it's usually where the belly button is, like on humanoids.
Well, that's kind of a graphic match. That's what the human mind goes to in order to, I don't know, apply logic.
Well, I mean, there are balloons that have a fill port in more questionable positions. I mean, you surely have seen that one picture of that Spider-Man balloon.
Too on the nose. Yeah, little too on the nose, I think.
Yeah.
There needs to be a shadow of doubt.
Exactly.
Oh! Hash, I can't see your face. Get closer. Oh no. Go, 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 go.
But yeah, I think
Okay,
I'm gonna leave now. It's like 2:30 in the morning for me.
Say cheese.
I got another hour then at least.
The American Civil War.
Oh, so amazing.
Would you mind if I sent you a friend request? You seem like a cool dude.
No, you.
Go for it.
Friend request, there we go.
No, I'm not too offensive, at least not right now.
It's
maybe
fine.
tomorrow. Gotta have fun.
We'll see. I'm usually pretty forgiving when it comes to that kind of stuff. I mean, as long as
As long as you have a sense of humor.
exactly, and as long as you don't behave like
There's too much
a
shit
total
in the world
asshole.
to take it serious.
I don't see them.
Yeah.
Have the avatar hidden by distance. Are they asserting dominance on the other side?
Anyways, see you another time. Bye bye. Good night.
Have fun.
I'm gonna be going to sleep now. Bye bye. Good night.
I think people are asserting dominance.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks
Yes.
for hanging out, dude.
Yes. Thanks for making the meetup.
Of course, of course. Be well. Hey, what are you doing?
Nyeh. No pooping.
Cute.
No, you.
You did it. You won.
I actually wanted to go to sleep, but whatever.
The Covenant will never stand a chance.
I believe in T-post supremacy.
All the Halo games, come on. Yes, we are.
Yeah, I don't think they're paying you any attention.
Yeah, I don't think either. I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye bye. Good night, everyone.
Hi, chicken.
Sweet dreams.
Oh my god, since you. Oh, so fun. It's like 2. It's almost 2.
Alright, and I forgot to end the stream. So, right. Because OBS doesn't allow me to do that. Or, the Steam VR dashboard, sorry. Alright, so, hope everybody enjoyed today's live stream. I know I didn't really do much commenting on the stream, but, oh well. Good night, everybody, and see you another time. Bye-bye.